is me, building a working Minecraft bike, square wheels and all, in real life. You see, this is my old, rusty, dusty ride from middle school. I need to somehow renovate all of this using only Minecraft blocks. But why? It all started when my childhood bro, Jack, challenged me to a bike race.
Finally, I get to start a new Minecraft world.
Bro, what are you doing?
Are you playing Minecraft? Don't you know about dumb brain, zero IQ?
You know what's more creative? The bike which I built with my bare hands, which won me a gold medal in school. I bet you $1,000. I can build a better bike than you, and I'll do it using Minecraft blocks, alright? Alright, you do what you gotta do, but you have 24 hours. Bring it on.
Except constructing a Minecraft bike is apparently a lot easier said than done. Not only was my bike rusty and extremely worn out and busted, I also have no idea how bikes work, or even how to repair them, let alone build one using Minecraft blocks. I need a plan. First, I obviously need education on how bikes function in the first place. So I started studying my own bike and trying to figure out what needed to be changed.
Man, it has been like 10 years since I rode this thing, dude. It is not in good shape. I remember my parents buying this for me because they said, oh, you played too many video games. Yeah, well, clearly I did because I never used this thing. It is so rusted. The wheels aren't even like moving. Oh my lord, speaking of wheels, holy flats, dude. There's no way this... Look at my hands. They're just totally covered in rock. What is this? Bro, my EY merch is about to be destroyed here. Wait a minute. The handles are this way, and the wheel is that... Huh? Wait, it's not connected, it's not turning the wheel. I don't think this is how bikes are supposed to work, guys. If we... Okay, what the... Oh. Well, evidently, bike ain't really in good nick. We're gonna get started.
So I decided the best place to start was with screwdrivers, wrenches, and actually, well, just about anything I could find in my toolbox to separate each part of the bike. Not that I actually really know what any of the tools do, but we found out along the way. The handle and seat came out pretty easily, except the wheels would not budge. It's time to bring out the big boy tools.
Since apparently this is not enough to take off the wheels, I get to be a little bit creative. Oh yeah, let's get rid of these wires.
And just like that, I gently removed both the wheels off my bike.
That took a while. Holy bro. Well, mostly did it without damaging the bike. At least not significantly. It was already pretty beat up. All we got here is the important part, the chassis, which all the other parts connect to. I just need to figure out a way to get rid of this rust.
Rust is actually a chemical that I learned as a fancy pants science name, iron oxide, because I think it's when the iron of the metal mixes with the oxygen of the air and slowly eats through the metal. But thankfully, the rust on my bike doesn't seem to have gone too deep. I think we might be able to save this chassis, but we're going to need to be super careful in order to treat it properly. Otherwise, we're just going to ruin the bike even more.
This is Rust Buster, which apparently is made up of something called phosphoric acid. Did a little bit of Googling, and yeah, if I spill this on my skin, it will completely rip it off. Which is just great. Anyway, I've got 2 layers of gloves, so it should be good enough. Hopefully, it will be good enough to rip off this rust. And let's see if this thing actually works, guys, because otherwise we are in a lot of trouble, all right? I do not have enough money to afford a brand new bike. This is the best we've got. Moment of truth. Let's get this going. Guys, this is not working. This is not working. No! Oh, wait. Oh, wait. It is. Oh my, this takes forever, dude.
I spent the entire Next hour, polishing up my chassis, trying to remove every inch of rust I could find.
Alright, y'all, this is looking pretty solid. I mean, we got rid of all of the rust. However, there is still all of this paint peeling from before, which the remover wasn't able to get because, you know, it's technically not rust or whatever. But I think I've got the tool just for the job. An electric sander. Oh my gosh, okay, that's really, really powerful. Make sure if you're doing this, supervision of an adult. Luckily, I am an adult. Don't know who let me be an adult, but luckily that's the case, and of course we need our safety gear, all right? Goggles, and to make sure that we don't get any, like, particles inside my mouth, I've got this gas mask, all right? So we're just gonna chuck that there. I really hope this works, or we're not gonna have a backup plan. In we go. All right, now we gotta go in round circles to make sure we get this as smooth as possible so it's ready for our next stage. Okay, that's looking really good. Oh, look at that, guys. We started managing to get a lot of the paint off here, especially smoothing out the edges. We should be able to paint over that. I really want to paint this right now, but we do only have 18 hours left, so let's get onto that. We'll come back.
Now that the chassis was all good to go, we still have the handle to sort out. And you can see the handle seems to have the same rust as the chassis. At least I'm hoping so. And if we want to be able to control this thing and not crash into a wall, obviously there needs to be no rust eating through it. So I used the last of my chemicals to clean off the rust and sanded it down a little bit more, and it literally looks brand new. But will it work?
Look at that handlebar, guys. It is glistening. Basically brand new when my parents first gave it to me. But next, we have what I think might be the hardest part. The wool seat. Well, actually, the next bit is a little bit harder. The diamond block pedals. Can we afford that?
No.
Luckily, I had a few spare wooden planks just lying around, which is a weird thing to say, but it was from a previous video, okay guys? So that I could use it here. And after carefully measuring out the size and length of each of the planks, I cut them into the shape of a literal Minecraft half slab to create the shape of my seat.
I've actually invented the Minecraft half slab in real life. Never been done before. Okay, well, not quite because that's not exactly a full block, but this looks like a half slab and I think it'll be pretty good for the seat. The only issue is, well, it's not wool, but we can cover it in like some felt or something. That should do the trick. Not sure how comfortable that's gonna be, but it'll do the job, all right? I just gotta win this run race. Except, how are we gonna attach it to the bike? Maybe if we unscrew this or maybe screw it in? We can drill a hole down the bottom. That might do the trick.
So I whipped out the power tools, which I totally know how to use. Well, put on safety gear because obviously I'm going to need that, and drilled a hole right down the middle of the half slab so the seat could get attached right to the bike.
That seems pretty sturdy. I don't think it's gonna fall off. Now for the moment of truth. Will it fit inside our bike? Oh, please, come on. All right, in it goes. Oh. That just slid right through. That's not exactly what we want. Maybe if we put it there and we tighten this, will that stay? Okay, now we got somewhere good for my booty tushy. We want to get this perfectly for our half slab. Okay, that's looking good. Now we just gotta wait a little bit while that dries. We need to move on the pedals for now. So I think this should be, I marked out the spot right about there. And I don't think we need to glue anything together because we can just cut it into perfect cubes.
The original pedals on my bike are totally wonky, out of shape, and, well, just unfixable. So building new ones from scratch with these wooden planks was pretty much our only option. The only thing is I'm not sure if the cube shape will be strong enough to hold my weight.
Looking pretty good so far. We got the handlebars all polished up, a seat, and now we're just chucking in the pedals there. What I don't know is what we're gonna do with the wheels, because, you know, circles, they don't quite exist in Minecraft. How do we make them squares, and how are they gonna turn?
Personally, I thought the obvious solution was to use a sledgehammer to bend the wheels into a shape of a square.
Are you kidding me? That is literally... Oh, my strength! Are you seeing that? I am smashing this thing with a giant piece of iron. Great. It doesn't it won't move. It won't budge.
I began surfing the deep, dark depths of the internet, looking through really long Reddit posts and very confusing tutorials on anything that could help me build square wheels. And after 30 minutes later, I think I found my answer.
This is it, guys. Exactly what I've been looking for. Some YouTube channel called The Q. He's literally riding a bike with square wheels. My brain is not comprehending, but that's what we gotta do. We gotta do that. Except he kind of runs an entire workshop where he's got chains, metal, gears, all this stuff. I don't own any of this. We gotta go buying stuff now. Right to the shop, to the shops.
I quickly jumped in my car and drove to the nearest bike store I could find. I bought metal bars to create the wheel, brand new bike lights, and of course, you can't forget spray paint and stickers to design the bike like literal Minecraft blocks. And now I'm basically an engineer with my fancy new parts. I think it's time to head back to the office.
Supplies full, bank account empty. But what's more important is we've only got 12 hours left. We are halfway through and we still don't have wheels. This doesn't quite count.
A bike wheel consists of two critical parts. The rubber that's filled with all of the air on the outside and the wheel frame, which actually holds the rubber in place. But because I'm trying to construct a square wheel, I have to do the entire frame myself from scratch. So I began arranging and gluing my metal bars to create at least what I thought was a pretty square-shaped wheel frame.
I'm a little worried these might be a bit heavy, but I don't think the wheels actually need to turn around. They just need to move the tread tracks, kind of like a tank. And if we glue them together, actually, like, look at that. It's looking pretty solid. That's close enough to a square, if you ask me.
Lastly, I used the rubber from my old bike wheels, because we're all about reuse and recycle here, and cut them into strips. And after adding a few gears and chains in random places to make the wheels actually work, I reckon the square tires on my bike are looking pretty fine.
Check out this wheel, dude. We got movement in it. Once it's attached to the gears, though, it should be a lot easier to move, at least in theory. So we got the bike, we got the seat, we got the pedals, we got the wheels. Now all we need to do is decorate. But what am I gonna do with this bike after the video, bro? It's just gonna be lying around collecting dust, even though it's so cool. Unless, what if I just sell the bike online? You guys could buy it. Today's sponsor, Odoo, would be perfect. Odoo is an all-in-one management software that has a range of applications from projects to accounting, and you can even build yourself an e-commerce store. The first Odoo application is free for life with unlimited hosting and support, making it super convenient. It also has a free custom domain for a year, but it's not even the best part. I want an online store for my bicycle store business with obviously the main objective is to sell more. It's really that simple. Just define your objective and let Odoo's AI build a beautiful and relevant structure. Then I reckon we've got to match the bike's color. Well, it's red at the moment, but it is going to be Minecraft planks and cobblestone. So let's go with that. And obviously we need to know the pricing, the services, and a bit more information about the bike. But will any of you guys actually buy it? That's what I want to know. Honestly, if the website is this good, I'm sure you will, because all we have to do is pick a theme. And this one is my favorite. Just 4 clicks, that's all it took. Let's say you want some more control in customizing your first page. It's as easy as dragging a block in, previewing it, and dropping it in. But the real question, should I be EY on wheels or EY bikes? Luckily, Odoo makes it easy to change. The AI is so good, it already knew we wanted a picture of a bike, which is great because ours isn't exactly ready. Even if I wanted a different one, I could just search through their thousands of copyright-free images right on the site. You can also manage and configure payments directly from the website, making it much easier. It's quick, easy, and free. And we're done.
In just 10 minutes, my e-commerce website was ready to make me some money. But the bike is, well, you know, still incomplete, and without a product, this would all be for nothing.
Now, technically, all the parts of the bike are ready to be assembled, but for the competition that Jack won back in school, one of the categories was looks, and that's what we want it to look like. So we're gonna whip out some spray paint.
Now, we're going to use brown here for the chassis of the bike, okay, because that's gonna be the perfect base for us to have oak plates. I wanna leave a first coat and let that dry before we put in our second coat. The other parts of our bike are, of course, our white wool seat, which looks very comfy in the photo. All right, let's get that on. Okay, while that top layer is drying, guys, we also need our pedals, which are going to be done in black, because I'm all about that bling, all right? This is how you get the girls. At least, that's what I was told. I'm not 100% sure, guys.
I kept working hard, painting away at the rest of the remaining bike parts, and not gonna lie, it looked brand new.
Oh, guys, I can't do the next layer until this is dry. This is not moving fast enough. Yes, we are running out of time. I can't put any of the Minecraft textures on this, bro. What can you use to dry things faster? Hairdryer.
Don't ask me why we keep the hairdryer in the fridge. It's a long story that involves burning hair. Anyways, after spending the next 10 minutes drying every part on my bike, I think it's finally ready to add stickers and complete the look. But first, it's time to assemble this bad boy.
Drop that down on the top. Oh, perfect. Hooked in. Slide in the seat. And we can't forget to put the bling pedals back on. Now that our bike's got a new coat of drip and is fully assembled, it's time to make this thing actually look like Minecraft blocks. And well, unfortunately they don't sell these in straight Minecraft blocks, but I was able to download the Minecraft textures and print them onto little sticky paper things, which in theory should be able to just wrap around our bars literally like a texture pack. Check that out. Minecraft bike IRL. We just got to coat the entire thing of this. So I'm thinking oak wood planks for the main chassis. And then we're going to obviously use the diamond block textures here on the pedals. So if we just stick that on, there we go. Looking good. And obviously cobblestone for the wheels. Would it work if we actually use real stone for the bike? Definitely not. But does it look cool? Absolutely. Now how much time do we have? 5 minutes! Ah! Okay, let's just hope Jack is late. We gotta get these on.
The clock was ticking. Jack could be here at any moment.
I don't know where Jack is, guys, but this extra time is great. We can chuck on the EY logo. EY bike, baby.
Hey! You're not even done. You're doing the final touches.
What? Just drive in 24 hours, dude.
It's literally nighttime outside. I had extra time to go to the gym.
What are you doing this for?
Can you not tell?
Tell what? No. Are you trying to show me muscles, bro?
Look at this. Look at this. It has square wheels.
And I tested them separately and they worked separately.
You literally would have failed school with this. Bikes are meant to be round circles.
All right, fine. You want to race? Let's do this. Let's take this outside.
My last 24 hours have all led up to this single moment. I was about to prove to the world that I wasn't just a lazy Minecraft player. No, Minecraft is a game about building with creativity. And I showcased that today by building my own Minecraft bike in real life. And I'm not gonna let my fans down. And I hope this bike isn't gonna let me down.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's actually working!
I win! Take that, EY! Even with your stupid little Minecraft square-wheeled bike, I still won the race.
Okay, it does work. I never learned how to ride a bike. I definitely won the style contest. Look, see, it moves.
It hardly moves. This is why bikes have circle wheels. All that matters is you lose, buddy. $1,000. Pay up, buddy.
Oh, the $1,000, right. You know, when I was saying that, just wait, it's in my pocket here somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cough it up, buddy.
See you later, boy! Wait, the money is mine!
Come back here, you're not!